Andrew and I are sitting here on New Year's Eve making jug lines, and I'm going to make some trot lines too for the lake. Now when I'm making trot lines, they can have up to 50 hooks. I'm using a whole roll of line. That's over 300 feet. I'm dropping 50 swivels on there, and this will allow me to keep track. Get all them swivels on there, and then get them to go down that line. I'm going to move them at least 25 feet down this trot line to begin with. 25 feet so I have something to attach to shore. Okay, they're down there where I want them now. That's where they're going to stay while I'm making a line down there on the floor. My trot line and my swivels are all laying over here. 25 feet of line that I'm going to ball up onto that right now. This can become a tag at night if I want. Make your legal line, because you have to have your lines tagged from one side to another. Now I used a calculator to figure out how far apart my hooks have to go. I'm supposed to have 335 feet of line. I took 50 feet off of it just so I can have 25 feet on each end clear for weight and hooks, and that's going to leave me 5.7 feet in between. Now you can only have 50 hooks maximum in the state of Texas on your trot line, so I'm going to go 6 feet apart, and that should leave me with 40 to 45 hooks, and that's plenty for me because I don't need to go 50 and I know it'll be a legal trot line. So I had 50 swivels that I dropped in on this thing, and what I'm going to do to get them all in place is just pull one swivel up to a time, and you're simply going to make a little drop loop. Bring it around your hand, tie an overhand knot, and just make this little loop in here. And that's all I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go through, I'm going to do this 50 times or 45 or whatever, and I know my wingspan is 6 foot 1 inch. So by coming exactly like this apart from finger to finger, I know this next one is exactly 6 feet, and I'll just keep repeating this process all the way down through. Simple as that. It's just time consuming. Getting down to it. Now you see how long I made my loop on the last hook? The first and last hook make long loops, and this way when you get to the end of your line, you know this signifies last loop, last hook, and you don't have to go any further. And I still got this much of the roll left. I'm going to measure this out and put it on the rest of the spool with that. And I should have a 350 foot line, 335 foot line.